Hello everybody, this is Kyrex with more of the Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta 2017 charity event. As always, in the description are links to the 4-Job Fiesta website where you can donate, and links to the channel of my good friend Eisen, who may be doing a run this year. As you can see, I ground up to Mug. I now have a party of level 12 characters. Reyna is a little bit behind Galuf in XP because on the way out of the canal, she got killed for 2 fights. I also decided not to grind here because I noticed these guys are only giving 1 ABP, and the squids are likewise doing it, and it's only when I get a group like this that I get 2. So I figured, fuck it, the squirrels outside the wind shrine when encountered in 3s give 2 ABP. And if I'm going to get 1 or 2 anyway, I may as well do it easily right next to a thing. So I ground in there for about an hour. My clock says otherwise, but that's because I was on fast forward. But yeah, I now have Mug, so that'll be a permanent thing for me. And like I said, I'm level 12, which is probably about 4 to 6 levels above where I should be. But I most likely won't do any massive grinding beyond this. You know? So I should be fine by the time I hit the fire crystal. Especially depending on what my water crystal job is. Stole a potion. Also, I've got like 40 or 50 potions right now just from what the squirrels dropped. You know? Do anything else for me? You do not. Wish you hadn't done that. Now that nothing to steal thing is going to get pretty old pretty goddamn fast. That's going to get even older even faster. Hopefully it revives me? I don't know though. Oh no! Our critter! They changed his voice. I'm gonna laugh if it turns out that Bartz stays dead until we get to the rest point, because that'll mean that I did all that grinding for nothing, that I'm not even gonna be able to mug while we're in the graveyard. It'd be really ironic, honestly. Anyway, I was about to say in a couple days. Later today, once I have a couple episodes on the plate, I'm gonna do a thing of like, okay, here's what days of the month there are, and here's what episodes go up. Because for those who weren't aware last year, 4-Job Fiesta being a charity event, it doesn't do any good to the Foundation if I air 1 episode a week. Because, fuck it. The thing would be over by the time I got halfway through it. You know, because last year was like 30-something episodes. So this is a daily upload. That means, that means it goes up every day. At noon, to differentiate from my normal files, which go up at midnight, you know. But every day at noon, fresh new 4-Job Fiesta from Kyrex. Hope you enjoy it. Hope I enjoy it. I probably will, though. I had fun last year. It's a pretty easy thing to enjoy. But yeah, for the next week or so, this is going to consume all of my time. Because it'd be nice to beat Suikoden and do some of my other projects. But this is for charity, okay? This is getting stuff for kids. You know, I can put my shit on the back burner to do some charity work. And I will. Only right, you know? Nothing to steal. That's gonna be a thing, I imagine. Oh, that's right. I always think that's the map, but it never is. But part of the fun of the early part of the 4-job Fiesta is just wondering what my next job's gonna be. You know, just the anticipation. Is it gonna be good? Am I gonna hate it? Is it gonna fuck me? There are only 2 jobs that I absolutely do not want. One is obviously Berserker, and the other is Chemist, because Chemist requires a lot of fucking legwork on my part to do properly. And I don't want to fuck with it. Let's see if this leads to anything over here. I don't know. But yeah, Berserker would just make my life hell, and Chemist wouldn't be that much better. Now, don't get me wrong, Chemist is an incredibly powerful class if you're willing to put the research in. Trouble is, I'm really not willing to put the research in. And of course, if I'm forced to, I'm gonna love the class, because I kinda have to. But I'm not gonna go chasing the damn thing. I don't want it. Oh, staircase. Why won't it let me walk? Because you're not underwater, you derp. It irks the shit out of me that they're taking 2 hits to drop. Especially considering I have a fucking dagger. Let me look at something real quick here. Not bad. I guess I do kind of lead the group in strength right now. Ah, I see it. Couldn't really make it out for a second there where the staircase was. Undead husk, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Gotta say, I honestly, if I had a choice for the other 3, I kinda want Summoner, Bard, and Samurai. I think those would be good. Because Summoner gives me access to some severely powerful magic, and I'm pretty sure there's at least one summon that heals. Can't quite remember though. Bard would make it easier to get Summoner, although not the best class I could have. And Samurai's not bad, you know. It's a bit more combat savvy than the Dragoon class is, but not by too terribly much. Oh, got a Phoenix down, yay! Alright, why is a dagger hitting so much harder than a fucking broadsword? So it's 1 point weaker than their weapons, and I'm killing in 1 hit stuff that they are having trouble just... No, I don't get it. I'm doing a significantly higher amount of damage than they are. Oh god damn it, I forgot about that. I can only wonder what the hell is going to be next. But the good news is, because I did all that grinding, I won't have to do any now. I have plenty of money, I should have enough for my equipment. And my level should see me at least up the water tower. Though I don't think that'll be until next episode, because I've still got to get the wyvern, the dragon. The little flyer lizard. I gotta pick that thing up so I've got something to cruise around on. And that's gonna take the whole of this video, because Siren isn't gonna be anything for me. I'm gonna blitz through her no problem. Keep in mind, last time I did it with no classes. At least this way I'll have... Well, I've got potions to throw at her if nothing else. And I'm gonna mug her for whatever items she might have. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned it, but again, if you donate, please leave it in the comments saying, "Hey, I donated this much." You know, it helps me realize that I'm having some kind of an impact here. You know. Again, it's a very worthwhile charity. It gets games and toys and other stuff to kids who are in hospitals and domestic abuse shelters. It's really good stuff. You know, it's important. Personally, I think it would have a bigger impact around the holidays, but then again, there's plenty of shit like Toys for Tots and all that does that. I guess hospitals really don't know time of year, and I can vouch for that actually, because most of the time I was in the hospital wasn't around the holidays. Wow, that's a thing. Green window, blue window. Save. If you see me just pause for a couple seconds, it's because I'm used to playing Suikoden 2, where triangle button, or on my controller Y button, is the cancel button rather than circle/B. So I'm pressing the wrong button trying to cancel out of Windows. And then I remember, oh yeah, derp, you're playing Final Fantasy. How many potions do I have? 37! That's a lot of potions. Be good and healthy for quite a while. Which is kind of the point. I kind of wonder if Mug actually hits a little harder. Possible, I suppose. There's my map. Gonna need that, and definitely that. So, this year I won't make the mistake I made last year of throwing an elixir at Siren. I've heard it does work on her, but it's one of those percentage things, and it's really not worth wasting the most powerful healing item in the game to do a little extra damage to a boss, especially since I have healing items now. That's the reason I did it last time. It was a desperation thing because I had no healing items and no powers, and I didn't think I could take her. Turns out I could, but I didn't know that at the time. Now, it's not an issue. It is in fact so not an issue that I might actually just chuck potions at her head. That does damage. Only when she's undead though, because she does shift back and forth. Damn it, I was kinda hoping to heal first. Oh well. I'll make do. Anyway, I actually just finished eating. Made up some ramen, so I had something on my stomach. Didn't really eat at all yesterday. I had 4 hot dogs at the very start of the morning and 3 little brownie bites. And that's literally the only food I had all day. Mostly because I was recovering from the party, the anniversary party up at the gaming store, where I just stuffed myself with cake and cheese. We've reached about roughly the halfway point for this episode, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. It should get me at least halfway up the mountain, if not all the way. We'll see. I was watching Slowbeef's original thing of this. I didn't finish it. I think I stopped on like episode 16 or something. And I think someone in his chat, that is to say his voice chat, mentioned that Siren was like the only double-sized sprite in the game. And I am inclined to believe that. Smick. 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 Bart gets a slap across the face. The girls get a pat on the ass. Look at that violated look on Ferris's face. Nothing to steal. Oh, by all means, silence us. Whatever will we do without the ability to cast our spells? Like, and don't forget, that's a good one. See, here's the problem, Siren. When we have no skills, we're just gonna fuck pummel you. Why does he hit so much harder than everyone else? That's fine. Sleep it off, old man. You'll be okay. Probably gonna get as far as the water crystal and then get another nap. Alright, we're gonna try a thing here. Actually, we're gonna test something first. Okay, then. It's for me. Oh dear, that hurt quite a bit, actually. Got her! That's all he wrote. Alrighty then, out we go. Let's see, the map on. There is one, I'm sure. There we go. Just to confirm, R button, cool. Not that it's that hard to navigate or anything. And there it is. Alright, hook me up with some new gear. God, prices are so cheap compared to Suikoden 2, where it's like, oh, it's 50 poch per person, so you're gonna be paying 300. Oh god, I miss Final Fantasy's in-system. I miss most Final Fantasy in-system. FF2 was ridiculous. You don't know because it hasn't aired yet, but oh my god. It's like a gold per MP that you're restoring, and at least that much for health as well. Friggin' nuts, what it is. Okay, long swords, let's get 3 long swords. Hook them up. Scoot across over here. 2 bronze shields, because we got 1. 3 bronze helms. Let's see, this is... Get one of these. We'll actually put it on her, just to confirm. Uh-huh. So. And then we get rid of all the crap, because why not? I don't particularly think I'm going to get Ninja, and if I do, that's not what I'm planning to be throwing. There's Pub. I think it's this girl right here. Yep. Thanks for that, Gallop. Make her feel like shit. I seem to recall there being some kind of treasure. There we go. Frost Rod. Nice! That might actually be better than what they're using. It is not. Could be awesome later, though. But you? Someone here is gonna give me the hint about the dragon thing. You? That's the one. Ah, eat time. Too bad it didn't land on my mother-in-law. You horrible person. There we go. I knew there was a reason for it. Feels like I'm trying to get into a speakeasy. I might just be able to manage this. So let's see. See if I can swing this all in one video. Alright, we're all geared up and good to go, so let's go. Alrighty, perfect. Let's hold down the button. Really want to get my water crystal next episode. Really hope I get at least one spellcaster though, because otherwise this game's gonna get real fucking awkward when I get towards the towers. I'm not sure it'll even be possible to beat those tower bosses without magic. Because one fucking resets the world if you don't cast a spell on it. And the other one does it if you do cast a spell on him, I believe. And just remember, just because you're rich is no reason to turn down free items. Especially since this is a Final Fantasy game that gives you good ones. Few things about Final Fantasy II pissed me off more than that. Of climbing up this huge tower, going out of my way to find a treasure chest that had fucking weapons from the first item shop in it. Oh my god. It was an interesting game, but I'm not that keen on it. Silver specs, that sounds interesting. Wonder what that is. It's definitely an example of something interesting that I probably shouldn't have yet. nice. I'm gonna equip those, actually. Matter of fact, I kind of want those for the entire party, if I can get them. Because, given that the party is entirely melee-based, being able to avoid darkness, pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. Definitely gonna need those in the fire ship. You know, unless I have magic by then. Which I might, it's possible. You know, this is the first time I've asked this question, but is that a cat wearing fake wings? Because it looks like they're strapped to the front paws. I hate beating up cat enemies in any fucking game. It just irks me. That came up with one of my friends. I am pretty sure it was the HeroClix judge, but I forgot what the context was, and I basically told him I don't like fighting cat enemies. And of course, I naturally got made fun of a lot for it. I'm like, fuck you, I have my thing. I don't like beating up cats, even in fictional situations. I like cats. I think we're about to be there, actually. That's a nice, nifty thing. Gotta be very careful that I don't fucking run up here. Get some more silver specks. There we go. I mean, just look at how useful Mug is already turning out to be. Silver specks, come on. I don't think I've ever run into these in a shop anymore. So this is my #1 chance to fucking snag them. Boss fight time. Dart. She sure does get poisoned a lot. Anyway, we will naturally finish up this fight, and then we're done. I'm gonna look something up real quick before I get further. Because it is possible to beat her before she summons her friend. I'm gonna see if it's worth my while to let her summon her friend, if he has anything special to steal. Doesn't look like it, so fuck it. She's gonna die if I can manage it. Oops. That sound was me jostling the controller cord. Briefly. As I was plugging in my phone. Yup, nothing to steal. Fuck it. Nothing to steal, no reason to keep you alive, lady. You're done. You don't have any silver specks for me. Oh damn, aren't you a big old thing? Guess I didn't kill him fast enough, or kill her fast enough, rather. Nothing to steal again. Oh Jesus. Did you do it? Honestly, the only reason I'm not healing is I don't think I'm going to need to. Even with her being poisoned, I think we got this. Yeah, see, he didn't even have a chance to regen, and I bet she's got no... Never mind. No more than 2 hits left in her. Well, she still might. On the bright side, at least you're not poisoned now. Really? Stop it! That's it, you're fucking dead. More playing, no more games, just kill, kill, kill. Also didn't mean to do that at all. And you're dead. Okay. Alright, I basically need one more pair of silver specs and then I'm good. Which I will naturally get off screen. Or, no, I guess I need 2. That's right, I didn't steal from the other one. So I need 2 more pairs of silver specs that I will get off screen. But first, we got our little buddy here. Looks like he's got a giant medal on. I know it's his armor, which I think that's the first time I've ever seen the armor on him before. Sorry, but the bearer of the wind crystal is afraid of heights. Alright, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.